All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Wiretap. It's your host, Tony, and I have a new host, my man right here. I'm going to let him introduce himself after I get my little spiel because I need to let y'all know I had to take a break, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. I actually recorded a couple episodes and just never posted them because I felt like it was missing something. Luckily, things came together, and I have him to thank for that. This man right here, again, has been the biggest supporter of this podcast, if not the first. He even gave me a space early on. If y'all remember some of the first episodes that I did when that gray space with that gray wall, he gave me that space. And I'm very thankful for that. So it was only right that we came together eventually. I think he has a great personality. Honestly, I think he could do content on his own. But we here.
I'm shy.
All right, y'all. Let's get the show started. As always, let's spin the intro.
We ain't work on my love, it's me as well, it's not only you. Roadblocks setting back the mission, happen to me, it's not only you. Miss me with the pity party, invited, got 1,000 other things to do.
All right, y'all, we back, and like I said before, I'm gonna let my new host introduce himself.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Keon. Let's see. On IG, I am Key, KIY.thebarber. What else there to know about me? They say I'm funny.
Yes, I think you're very hilarious.
That's what they say. But we gonna figure that out. Let the people decide that. Happy to be here, and Tony, appreciate you for this.
No
man.
problem, no problem. You know, like
what
I
I mean?
said, we always talked about it, and I think this is just a full circle moment we having. So let's start. I like to always start with a mental health check-in. I like to know my people are mentally, handling things. I know things can be a struggle, so
Facts.
how are you mentally?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Like, I don't have no complaints. What they say, things could always be better, but ain't no sense in complaining. All them catchphrases and all of that.
Them old people say.
Other than that, I'm good, man. I don't have no complaints at all. Life is alright. What about you?
I'm good. Work is work, as always. Life is always going to be lifing, but
I be doing it.
Yeah, but we always figure it out, right? We still here. Nothing ain't killed us yet.
How about that? How about that?
I'm still maintaining and still doing my thing. So we have something different that we're doing with the show. We now have someone who will be giving us the questions. Shout out to Leah. You can't see her, but she's behind the camera. And shout out Boston, who is also our camera lady. So we got us a little crew now. So Leah, what we going with first?
Let's do the BET Awards.
All right, let's start with the BET.
Yeah, I seen them.
I seen clips. I ain't watched the whole entire.
We watched the whole thing, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From
I
beginning to end, though. I
ain't watched the whole thing.
Yeah. Watched the whole 2 hours. So we're going to start with Taraji P. Henson, how she did the parody of Not Like Us.
I saw that. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but I also thought it was corny at the same time.
Yeah, it was like funny corny though. Like, I guess because it's Taraji. I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it is with rap music. What's that? Like rap songs, and they get comedians, actors, and actresses to do it. So it was what they call it. It was cute, I guess, but
I mean, it was cool. It was like, all right, I'm not going like hate on it.
Nah, not
yeah,
at all.
but I'm gonna give it a little hate because I'm like, all right, y'all. We gotta remember the song is a diss, right?
And you made a joke out of it.
Exactly. It's almost like all right. So we come from a certain era, right? We come from that era, like diss songs. We grew up in the Nas, Kiss and Beans, 50 and Jive,
LL and Cannabis joint.
Yeah,
that joint was fire.
I mean, you can even go as far as back as LL and Kool Moe Dee. Y'all don't know who that is.
Yeah,
kind of old, but yeah,
look it up.
Yeah, but I think this song is probably the biggest commercial diss I've ever. That's the cat, y'all. Shout out to Midnight. I think this song is the biggest commercial diss I've ever heard in my life. Ether didn't do this. Ether didn't.
It did, but that was raw hip hop though.
Yeah,
True.
Grungy.
You didn't think it was marketable?
Not really to the masses. But I wanted to chime in on Taraji using that because she used it as a diss to Oprah.
See, I didn't see that. That's the connection.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bars.
Yeah, because she did. Yeah, because she did mention within it like about how they wasn't paying her.
I didn't know that.
But okay. Damn.
All right. Okay, so it still fell in the realm of being diss track.
Yeah.
All right.
But to me, it was still a little, because I'm like, come on, y'all, don't corny out the song, bro.
Yeah, like keep it what it is. Granted, it's not, like you said, it's not raw, underground hip hop battle joint, but it's still hip hop. So I didn't know that. So this is a whole.
But that is an interesting, because I didn't think of that myself.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like
Damn,
that
I
makes
didn't know.
sense. It makes sense, but it's like, I don't know. I just think, again, the song is now crossing over to like corniness, because you even have like Kamala Harris quoting the song.
Yeah, they're not like us.
Right, and it's like
that joke was
like
what?
Yeah,
that joke was terrible, bro.
Yeah, it's hey, and Boston, don't be. You can talk too. Like, don't be afraid to chime in as well. Yeah, she young. You know how that go. Yeah,
I understand. I get it.
What we got next?
Okay, so you basically think it's pretty much ran its course because it's being commercially used at this point, because he just dropped the music video, the visuals.
I don't. This is what I think personally, and I'm gonna let you get your shit off.
Not good.
I think he didn't plan for it to be that. In my opinion, I don't think it was a plan for the song to become what it became. I think when it kind of reached that height, it's like, okay, I gotta kind of keep pushing this, because now, ultimately, I don't know. Did Back to Back turn to a song of the year?
No.
Right.
No.
I think this is like the song of the year.
Yeah. So you saying
we ain't even hit HBCU season yet.
Right. So you saying you feel as though like he put it out like strictly for it to be a diss, and he didn't account for it blowing up like this.
I don't think any artist when they make a song, like I don't think any artist when they make a song, they be like, yeah, this
gonna be the one.
Yeah, this gonna be the one.
That's fair. Yeah. Because if we was keeping it strictly hip hop, it wouldn't went to this status of where it's at. Like, it's nuts. They got white people saying this joke.
Which is mind-boggling, because it's like the song in itself is not speaking to that demographic. It's speaking to a demographic of us who understand culture. Like, we understand. Like, for instance, if I ask you what's in the cookie tin thing, what you gonna tell me?
Everything except for cookies.
Everything except for cookies. Like, that's a national, like, all black people know this.
Yeah, everything.
You get what I'm saying?
Cookies. Yeah. Cookies been gone since 86.
Like, everybody knows this but the others, in a sense. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think he had that intention for the song to be as big as it became, but it just went that way. I mean, like I said, I don't think anybody, when they make a song, they just like, it's like when you do a cut, you don't be like, yo, this
gonna be the one that put me on the map.
You know?
Nah, yo, it's crazy when I hear people tell me like, I see your haircut on a reel. I'm like, for real? If I post it on, you know what I mean? It's granted, it's not as big as they not like us, but it's still like I just posted it for people to see my work. But
right.
It's encouraging though, nonetheless though. It definitely is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think again the song is kind of. I'm not saying it ran its course, but I don't think he thought that the song would be, because for real, within that beef, Euphoria is my favorite one. I love Euphoria.
Yeah, did the beat switch up?
Yeah, I run back to Euphoria more than I run back to.
Was it the braids?
Yeah, like it's so many quotable.
Yeah, like They Not Like Us is commercial. Euphoria is real hip hop still.
Yeah.
And it gets, I think it gets downplayed.
And Meet the Grand. I think No, the song to me that probably gets the most downplay is probably 616. And I don't know if that's because it's not available or if it's just, it's like real, like you said, it's kind of like Meet the Grams and that is like real.
Yeah, it's raw.
Hip hop. Yeah, it's raw hip hop.
It's raw.
So.
Well, before we get off that topic, do you think that, I guess, the others tend to misinterpret the lyrics of that song?
Yes. Yes, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think, again, with it kind of going into that realm of like corniness, I think that is because other people are kind of interpreting it
their way, and who could discuss or debate us better than us. It's one of them things, bro. Like,
I don't see. I mean, listen, and this is, I had this conversation with my mans at work. Shout out to Morrison. We talked about it, and I said, the demographic, if you want to make money off rap,
Right.
you can't just sell to black people.
No,
because
absolutely not.
I think we're only like 13% of population.
Yeah, when it comes down to consumers of music.
Right.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you really trying to get into that realm where you making millions or whatever the case may be, you gotta reach out. You gotta, I guess you would call it crossing over.
Right.
Yeah, but and then it's like a double-edged sword, bro. Like it's like you want me to keep it real and stay here, but staying here is not getting my bills paid. It's not, you know what I mean? I can't get the big house without it. So I gotta go into this market over here.
Yeah, you got to.
Like y'all ain't doing it for me.
Right.
Like you support sometimes when you feel like it.
You know who I think a big, and I may be mistaken when I say this. I don't know if you listen to Currency a lot.
Earlier Currency, not.
Yeah. But Currency stays underground, and he's very supported by us. Not saying that the other people don't support him, but I've noticed his biggest support system comes from us, and he lives a good life. Like he's not working a 9 to 5. He's not, but he's also not this
mega superstar as your Drakes, your Jay-Z's, your Meek Mills, because he never went commercial. But all right, so can you? And you don't have to agree, but can you agree that maybe it's more fulfilling for him to do it this way? The way that he do it?
Yeah. I think he stays true to the art of it, and I think he's not selling his soul, essentially. And I'm not, let me take that back. I'm not saying selling his soul. Because
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I think at some point when you kind of come to a cross, like whatever that road is for you, it's either you gotta...
It's what your soul tell you to do.
Yeah,
at
it's
the end
either
of the
this
day,
or it's either that. Like I remember Jay-Z back in. You remember that song he did with Emil when he was like, "Y'all motherfuckers can bullshit with rap if you want."
Yeah.
He was already telling you where he was going with it. So it's like,
like I'm not just gonna be for the people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I'm for my bag.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite rapper, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I was going to say, he also said, I came to the fork of the road, chose straight. So he chose his own path.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Good point.
What we got next?
Lyrics. All right, so before we get off of that, off of the Not Like Us, do y'all think it is possibly the best diss track of all time? Or what are y'all favorite, like, diss tracks of all time?
Hell no, it's not the best,
like,
but
top three.
It's good.
My top three?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Shoot.
No, you go first. I want to hear your top three.
All right, so... Ether.
Okay, that's in my top.
That's fire.
That's in my top.
What's the joint with LL and Cannabis? I forget the name of the track. Don't quote me on that. That joint was nuts for me. I remember being in New York and Flex dropped 1,000 bombs. You couldn't hear the song, but that joint was fire. And then, that wasn't even a battle for real because he smoked them. Back to Back was crazy.
Back to Back was a good record, but
it's not a battle.
It's not in my top three. I'm gonna tell. All right, so Ether, definitely Ether.
All right,
No Vaseline.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, the only reason I would probably
went nuts on that.
The only reason I would put No Vaseline in that is because he was it 4 left? Yeah, Dre, Easy, Ren,
and
Yella.
Yellow Boy. Yellow Boy. He don't really count, but he count.
Yeah.
Yeah, he smoked up, but he smoked a whole group.
And Jerry Heller.
Yeah,
so
throw you in the mix too.
Yeah, it's like for me, like to do that's against 5 people essentially. I thought that was dope.
And win,
yes. And I think my third, and most people don't really know about this battle a lot, but I would say What's Happening with T.I. when he was throwing shots back at Shorty Low.
That's
most
fire.
People, most people
that was
don't.
Fire.
Most people didn't know they had a beef.
Bro, they said Lollipop was a diss song.
Wayne's Lollipop?
Yes.
At the Dream, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it was.
I'm like,
because remember the Dream came out with that Love versus Money album, and that was
was that Love Your Girl? I think the song was that he was talking to Wayne, and then Wayne did Lollipop.
Yeah,
that might be the most commercial.
Yeah, that joint was. Yeah, that joint said for Target.
But most people don't know if they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised nobody said Takeover. At least for one of them, you said Ether.
Takeover's a hit, but I think Takeover. I think Ether just
It
overshadowed.
did it.
Yeah, it just
It
overshadowed.
did it. Takeover was cool, but it did it.
All right. A quick little beef thing I just want to throw in there while we talking about the BET Awards. What do y'all think about Lotto and Ice Spice performing their diss tracks towards each other at the award show?
That's light skin shit.
And let's just keep it a bad. This is my opinion. Ice Spice is ass.
She is.
She is not it.
And that's
As
all
a
she
rapper,
shake. That's all
she look
she
like
shake.
a little Lego block. she ain't it.
Yeah. I mean,
Not Big Mama. Can't mess with Shorty.
I think the difference between the two, I think Spice got a machine behind her. You know, she getting them commercials now and all that.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, all of that.
She got a machine.
But
behind
Lotto
her.
could rap though.
No, Lotto could spit her. Most people don't remember that she was in a reality show. Remember that shit back in the day with the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that. So it's like she always been top tier. I just think the narrative that's been. You know who I like, and that just a sidebar real quick. You know who I really fuck with that as a female rapper?
Who?
Is it Lady London?
Lady London.
She is.
Yeah,
Yes,
she from Jersey, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. She's super tough.
I wish she got the amount of praise that all these.
If
other
she
people-
sounds like a Mill, she raps like a Foxy Brown.
Oh my
She's
God!
very educated.
Yes,
Yeah.
educated. Her bars
Yeah,
are fire.
she's
like
that.
she's
But
that. I think
I got her on my phone. She's in
No,
my-
facts. Me too.
She's
I
in
think
my Apple Music.
It's a couple people. It's her, Rhapsody.
Rhapsody is fire, but she'll never get the credit. She's more underground too.
Yeah.
She's fire.
It's another young lady. I can't remember her name. She with Griselda. I can't remember her name though, but she fire too.
I saw her when I went to the Benny the Butcher concert.
You probably know who I'm
I
talking
can't
about.
think of her name though.
Yeah.
They got this dude named what's his name? Fuego Bass.
I know
a
you're
white
talking about.
dude.
Yeah.
He's nice
Yeah,
too.
he's
though,
nice too,
Out,
yeah.
out that camp.
Yeah, but I think again a lot of the issues with that is just Ice Spice has got that. If you got the machine behind you, gonna win. Unless the song is just that.
Yeah,
that-
because what is a gra? What is that?
Lily said, "I'm the fart." She think I'm the shit.
Nah, yeah. See, that's corny. That's, yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Alright.
What we got next?
Okay, so back to the awards. So Taraji mistakes Keith Lee. For
Oh
someone
yeah,
else.
that was funny. That was funny.
Yo, you could tell in her face that she was embarrassed because she ain't know who she was supposed to be knowing, and I was like,
Did you see his response?
Hey, it was all right. So let's say it was subtle in a sense. Like he was like, yeah, that ain't me. Like it was. He
Well,
didn't try to embarrass her.
His response kind of explained the situation a little more. He said that they was in another seat. They came and got them and moved them, but they didn't put them in the right seat. So that's like, if you and Leah get moved and they saying Keith Lee is sitting in this seat, but instead they put you and Leah over there and I'm sitting in your seat.
Oh, okay.
So it was a misstep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was BET fault.
And that's what he said in the video. He said, I'm not blaming Taraji. I'm blaming BET because they created the misstep. But Taraji, I don't know if she saw the video. She
I
responded.
didn't know who he was to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not into social media, you're not. I know a lot of people who don't know who Keith
The only
is.
reason I know who he is because I be on social media. But the crazy thing is I never knew his name.
Yeah, some people don't. Like, it's another guy that does the same exact thing he does. And actually, I found out he did the food critiques a lot longer than Keith Lee. But, yeah.
Politics and social media.
Yeah, politics and social media. I just think it was a mistake.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't even understand why people make such a big deal about it.
Because it gives people something to talk about instead of minding their business sometimes.
Yeah, that's social media for you. That's definitely social media.
All right, y'all want to get into some of the winners of the night?
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
get into
Killer
it.
Mike came up with Album of the Year. Remember, he claimed it.
Yeah, that was a good album.
I listened
You know what's so shocking about him? You would not think he would be the person he is. Because my first introduction to Killer Mike was Outkast, The Whole World. And he had that one verse. Remember that? The Whole World?
Yeah, I remember the song.
So that was my introduction to him. But I felt like he kind of disappeared.
He did. Like, he fell into the background. Like, I don't know what he was doing or wasn't doing or anything like that. But I forgot about him.
Me too, until he randomly just popped back
Yeah.
up. To me, he came back when he started doing the political stuff.
Facts. Yo, what I will say about Killer Mike, bro, that speech was everything, bro.
Yeah, it was a nice speech. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get my mic
Yeah,
right.
that speech was it.
That speech was dope. I watched the speech. I mean, he's that kind of figure though. He's like that neighborhood. I'm for blacks.
I'm gonna empower y'all.
Yeah.
And it was fire.
Education. Yeah.
And it was fire.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of black empowerment speeches, Usher shout out the dads. We got to talk about his Lifetime Achievement Award in his speech.
That was weird.
Why, yo? Yeah, I gotta hear this.
He shout out his baby moms, his wife.
No, that's fine. I dig that. I dig the shout out. I dig the shout
Why is
out.
it weird? I didn't expect you to say that though, nigga.
I don't know.
But
It
weird.
just maybe you know how certain celebrities when they do stuff. I'm not accustomed to that from him. You know, it's
In
like
the sense of
like
you're not
the
accustomed-
cussing, the whole. You know.
Is it because he's an R&B singer?
No. I guess because I've never seen him in that element.
Well, we've never really heard him have to get up there and really talk his shit.
No, I feel you. Like, I'm not saying it's weird. Like, it's like I'm weirded out, but it's just like,
Right.
oh, yeah, like, oh,
Okay,
this nigga cusses. Like,
Okay, that's like hearing your grandmother cuss for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
yeah, I remember that shit happened. My grandmother cussed and she said, fuck, and I was like, oh, like, you cuss? Like,
Okay, all right.
yeah,
all
so
right,
it's
cool,
like, yeah,
cool.
it was like that kind of weird.
Okay, all right, cool. I
Not
get
weird,
that.
like I'm like, oh, but because it's also like it's certain people that have an image. Like, let's be real. When Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, nobody saw that.
Nobody
shit.
saw that coming.
Nobody saw that shit.
Not Will,
coming.
not Wild Wild West.
For the most part, I know like at least 95% of people thought that shit was a skit.
I still think it's a skit. What are you talking
yeah,
about? There's nothing you can tell me to make me believe that this man got up on stage and smacked him on national TV,
Television, yeah.
on a show or a platform that you've been on 1,001 times, and you know them people don't play that. And then you had a church song, right?
He found God. He found God. I mean, that's like the classic. You know,
Like, nigga.
how many?
Like,
Pause. How many people you seen going through what you went through, go in that system and become Muslim?
a million.
Right. It's the same kind of concept.
A million, but some of them do it for protection, and some of them say, you know what,
Yes,
I'm going to turn over a new leaf.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50. And now, I don't know what Will doing it for. Will, later to see. Now, he come out with a getting jiggy with it with God or something like that.
Nothing wrong, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Will had some hits. Let's
We
admit
ain't gonna
that.
slight him.
Will had hits.
He did. I give him that. But this joint, I thought it was the whole set of the sound, the stage and everything like that. I was like, this is Kanye West. Then Kirk came out with that little leather suit. I was like, oh, all right. But the song, the choir was fire. I thought that was fire. Will sound like just the two of us.
How much time we got?
7.
All right. I'm gonna ask you a question. This is a side note.
Okay. I was about to segue into the production of the sets while he was talking about the set. Do you want to say that?
No, hold on. Let me just get this off because I just thought about this. What do gospel people do when they beef?
What do you mean?
How do you put out a diss track? How do you?
It's supposed to be godly. You can't.
How do you?
Pray on it.
Like Kirk Franklin, TD Jakes.
Yeah, like
What
how
is the
y'all
song?
beef? Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, how do y'all beef? Do a song with Lil Baby like he already did? Like, how do y'all beef?
Like what you say? I pray more than you.
Yeah, yeah. God heard me. He hear you. Like, I don't know how that works.
God heard me. He didn't hear you.
No, I set them prayers up way before you did. What time you got it? I was already praying at that hour, nigga.
Do we have that? I'm pretty sure there's a lot. Like I'm
Yo,
pretty sure. Like
now
there's a
you
lot
gonna
of-
make me go
you
down
go
the
to
rabbit
church.
hole.
There's a lot of drama in church, ain't it?
Always.
Church shade.
Bro, I grew up in church.
So how do they beef? How do I make a diss track?
I don't know. Now you're gonna make me go down the rabbit hole or seeing if there's.
I'm pretty sure people have though.
Bruh, I want to know if Silver and Gold was a diss track. I need to know today. I need to know if that was a diss track. I need to know
Yo,
today.
that shit would be hilarious.
Yo,
like,
that is nuts. Yo,
I just thought of it. I was like, 'cause when you mentioned Kirk Franklin, I'm like, I'm pretty sure he had haters. 5.
Absolutely.
he had to.
Did anybody ever diss him?
Leave it in the comments if y'all
Who we
see
got?
gospel diss track.
Yeah, if y'all see some gospel diss tracks, please let us know.
Yo, this is going to be. I'm gonna clip this up. This is hilarious.
Please let us know.
Yo,
If
say,
there are gospel diss tracks out there.
Diss track.
Yeah, it could have been.
It could've
Yeah, it could have been. Mary with a diss track?
yo.
I need to know. Yo, please tell us. I need to know. All my real gospel heads out there.
Right, like, yo.
Not hip hop head, gospel heads.
Gospel
out there.
is like, yeah,
Let
yeah.
us know.
Just go in the booth, man. Fuck TDJ. You can't say that. You gotta clean that up.
Clean it up.
Oh man. What we got next, Leah?
You don't want to talk about more of the winners?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who we
We
got?
got Angel Reese, Sportswoman of the Year.
I think that's deserving. That's home team right there. So
she
we
from
gonna,
here.
yeah.
Jalen Brunson got Sportsman of the Year.
I thought that was weird.
Jalen?
Yeah, I thought which one? Why not the champion? Why
Brunson.
not,
Brunson.
That's
Jalen Brunson.
Dallas.
light skin one.
Dallas. Yeah.
Nah, Jalen Brunson plays for the Knicks.
Knicks. Yeah. You sure?
Jalen Brunson.
Let me double check.
Yeah,
that.
let's double check that because I might be wrong. I know his last name is Brunson.
I thought it was the Dallas. Cause I'm like, why not give it to?
Oh yeah, that's the big four.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Knicks. Okay.
No, Dallas.
But he does not play for Dallas. He plays
Why
for
is
the
Dallas
Knicks, bro.
keep coming
He
up?
got Dallas on the shirt.
Oh
he
no, see,
plays
he right.
for-
He played for the Knicks.
He plays for my
got
team.
yeah. My fault.
Yeah, all right.
That's
He played
love.
for my
Yeah.
team. That's a product of Villanova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand that one because I felt like, well, the champion won, so why not give it to the champion? That makes
All right,
sense.
hear me out, and I'm not being biased because I'm a Knicks fan. This is
Okay.
what I'm saying. The Knicks ain't been that far in a long time. Let's start
Lord
there,
knows,
right?
yes.
And it was on the back of Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
And DiVincenzo.
Yeah, because y'all had a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, we had a bunch of injuries. Like, we needed him. Like, we couldn't have did that without him.
Okay.
We couldn't have. So I get it, but I understand the aspect of it not being somebody that played for the championship team
yeah.
to have it. But he earned it though.
I mean, I even think, like, as much as I love Angel Reese, I even think that's a little too soon because we got to get. I don't know. I guess I come from that.
her stats. Great. It's her first year.
Yeah, but I come from an era of like.
What have you done?
Yeah, pay your dues.
Exactly. Like, yo, like, if you got the shit, okay, then we're gonna like do it like that.
Okay.
But to do it for a regular season, or you took your team far in the playoffs, but you didn't get there. To me, I personally would be that shit would kind of fuck with me. I'm just looking at this award like, damn,
We still didn't win though.
we still didn't
This
win.
is what I got. It's a participation award.
That's how I would look at it.
Okay, fair.
That's exactly how I would look at it. This is a participation.
Who else won something, Lee?
Movie of the Year, Bob Marley.
That joint was ass.
I know it was, and I didn't understand that
they
either.
rushed through his life in an hour and 30 minutes. Like, there's no way possible.
I did not like that movie.
That joint was ass.
I
And I
actually
paid for it. Well, I didn't pay for it. Ron paid for it. Shout out to you, Ron. Yeah. Ron paid for that joint for us to watch it in the shop. And we was like, wait, what about the middle? It was like the beginning and then right before he died.
I cut it off.
Do you think they gave the award just to pacify Lauren and her son to come perform?
Probably. That makes sense. That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes
Mind you,
sense.
I like that YG Marley dude. He's
Fire. He's fire. Yeah, he's fire.
He's fire.
That song, I listened to that song for a little minute. Like every Sunday morning, I would listen to
Yeah,
that
that song is fire. He's dope. He's a dope artist.
What we got next?
Let's see. Oh, Kendrick Lamar got Male Artist of the Year, and then Nicki Minaj got Female Artist of the Year.
Did you say period?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nah.
I don't got nothing against Nicki. That's
Yeah, I
not
don't
what
need
I'm saying.
nobody attacking me. We trying to get
that's-
on, so yeah. No,
no,
she's
I
not
did.
my
So,
market.
yeah.
Honestly, out of the new group of like when they come to industry women, as far as like I got my underground women, but industry, I fuck with Glow. Glow is my Glow is the most.
Yeah, Glow.
Yeah, I can listen to that. I can listen to Glow.
Yeah, I could feel secure in my manhood to get in the car.
Yeah. I
Glow.
feel like I wouldn't get judged for bumping Glow.
Yeah, Glow tough. I like Glow.
Kendrick winning that.
I think that was earned.
Wait, what did he win again?
He won
Best male hip hop artist of the year.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He created a lot of waves in a very short span of time.
But that's my problem.
Off of what? What do we? Because that last album that he came out with, I had to go back and listen to it again when the beef started, and I'm keeping it a bean, right?
You enjoyed it.
I liked it.
I like that album too.
Yeah, I liked it, but I don't. Who else came out this year that that could have possibly beat him?
As far as best hip hop artist,
Yeah,
it's a couple people. I think. All right, y'all, we back. The camera kind of cut off. We got a new person behind the camera, but she gonna do better. She just did something that I'm not gonna. Anyway, we're back. Where did we leave off?
All right, so we were talking about the BET Best Male Hip Hop Artist, and it went to Kendrick Lamar. So y'all question was, who else could it went to?
Oh, for me, I say Gunna.
Yes.
Gunna deserved. He had a great comeback, bro. Off the whole YSL thing, he definitely had a great
but
comeback.
21 Savage also dropped the album the top of the year, which is tough as fuck.
That's
for anybody.
yeah.
And that album was heat.
All right.
So
my thing is though,
and I'm never gonna respect Gunna no matter what nobody say.
but he didn't snitch.
But says who? Goddamn it!
He still signed to YSL.
Yeah, allegedly.
What's that boy father? What's his name? The one that's like the
Young Thug?
Young Thug. Father said people don't know what they talking about. So to me, I'm like, well, that means he didn't snitch. Or there was a conversation between him and Thug probably told him to do what you got to do.
Okay, so he did snitch. Okay, cool. So let's put him back in the runner. Okay, cool. Now we can put him in. But, and I'm not a super duper 21 Savage fan, right?
Me either. That album was tough though. I give you that.
The album was tough though.
I give you that.
I don't think he's a good rapper.
No.
Sorry, all young people. But he's not a good rapper. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I've listened to his words and I'm like, yeah, nah. But there's so many other rappers that come out with EPs and albums all throughout the year that don't get no, because it's gritty rap, like your Benny the Butchers or your Conway the Machine.
Yeah. Conway had a great album.
Yeah, he had a great album. Yeah. To me, he did. But if I say that to somebody under 30, they liable to pull a pistol out their little handbags that they like to carry.
Well, listen, I think. All right, so it's this movie. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's called American Fiction, right?
I've seen that.
All right. So in the movie, you know, the author is very upset about Issa Rae's character, who pretty much creates this art, or not art, but she writes literature that gives black people kind of a stereotypic kind of life.
Okay.
In a sense. Because at one point, and this was kind of a light bulb for me, he asked her, he was like, yo, why do you write that bullshit? And she was like, I'm just feeding the market what it wants. So essentially, that's how I look at it now. Like, okay, this is what the market wants. Like, because you gotta kind of individualize yourself, right? You and I come from an era of real lyrical rap. Whether it was the 90s, the early 2000s, even the mid to late 2000s. We kind of come from that, we come from that era.
Yeah.
But I think at times prime example, I asked this question on Facebook. One of my guilty likes, as far as this new age, Lil Yachty. I fuck with Lil Yachty. I hate it sometimes, but sometimes his music be hitting for me, especially on a night where I'm kind of lit. I had
that shit always. I got shit in my library that I probably shouldn't have at my age, but I got it.
Yeah.
It's in there, huh?
Kodak Black.
See what I'm saying? Kodak hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't for me, for real, but it hits. You ever been? This how you know you getting old, nigga. Like when you out and certain songs come on, and all the young people rapping, you be like, I found myself one day on the sneak like, Siri, who is this?
Yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out who these people are, bro.
There's been times I've been in the club and like a song come on. I don't know what these niggas or who these niggas are, but I'm just like, oh, okay. And everybody is turned.
Yeah, they love
going off, screaming on the tables and all that.
The raunchier, the better. Like,
yeah,
you know what else I love? Who else I like? Sexy Red. I hated her at first.
Bro,
I like Sexy Red though. Sometimes I like Sexy Red. Nigga, let me have that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, I'm not judging. She not my cup of tea, but
I ain't lying. She talking about that shit be rocking for me.
Nah, I can't.
Yeah, that's a hoochie daddy nigga.
I can't.
You know what I mean? Nigga for the street part time.
You know what's crazy? 42 Doug album just came out, and I thought I'm gonna.
Have you listened to it
all day?
Yo, so a nigga. So if I seen on Friday mornings, I wake up, I go straight to Apple Music. I grab my phone,
I do.
I grab my vape, and I stroll and see what's new. So I seen it. I haven't listened to it yet because I don't like listening to no new album unless I'm in the car. I don't want to hear it in my AirPods. I don't want to hear it in the shop. Number one, I got to cut it off when certain kids come in.
Yeah.
And
Especially Sexy Red.
yeah, white folk. I
Yeah.
got to cut it off because they're offended and all the other good stuff.
Nah, so hold on. So, sometimes you don't be giving a fuck.
Yeah,
I
got my nigga.
I done seen like a
because
whole white family come in and he
get
got
my
something
bag.
all crazy.
I get my
I
bag
be like, yo, this
sometimes.
nigga's
Like, bro,
ill.
you came in here. I didn't come outside to you. You came in here.
Yeah.
So Lil Jonathan is gonna hear this right now,
Yeah.
and they be looking at me like, yo. I'm like, bro, look, I'm not gonna keep curbing who I am to appease other people.
Yeah, because if you was in the hood, you wouldn't really.
Yeah, like if it get too vulgar, all right, cool. I don't have no problem with. Or if we watching a movie, it's a sex scene, all right, cool. I'll fast forward past that. But I'm not gonna keep curbing myself to appeal to. But Yelp is a real thing, so I'll be having to be mindful of that. But I still don't give a goddamn. Like I don't care if my ratings is a 2.3 if that's what it was. Guess what? People still gonna sit in my chair.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Most definitely, yeah.
So do what you do, and this is what I'm listening to. But they always try to make it seem like they let the customers or the clients know that, oh no, it's the little nigga up front that's playing the music. The ratchet one, the nigga with the beard that look like he ain't with none of the bullshit. Whole time I just want to play all day.
Yeah, there's been a few times I've been in there, customers come in, I'm like, they ain't gonna change the music.
No, fuck it.
I respect it.
Yeah, fuck it.
What we got next, Leah?
All right. So, do the BET Awards even matter? Do they hold weight?
No, duh.
I think that's the problem, though.
Absolutely, that is.
Because people care about the Grammys and your Oscars and things like that. But your big stars don't show up to the BET Awards because they look at it as low budget, and
Which I feel like is unfair.
But
Bro,
if it's for us, that's the nigga. That's where you need to be at.
Yeah. Matter of fact, this is guy I gotta send him to you. It's a comedian named Ali Sadiq.
Okay.
He's hilarious. Like,
Okay.
Like he been in your situation, and that's what I've never seen a comedian be able to tell a story about prison and me like, it actually don't sound like a bad place.
No, it'd be a lot of little perks.
Yeah, like
Be a lot of little perks
bro,
that I had.
I'm gonna think y'all. I'm telling you, y'all would enjoy
Right.
his storytelling.
I'm trying to tell you, like I done told some stories and people like, dude, that shit, all right. Like I had my own little personal 7-inch flat screen TV,
Yo.
my headphones lay in my bed, a makeshift channel changer because the buttons is on the top, lay in my rack and change my channels. Granted I ain't have Netflix, but shit. Nigga.
Bro, I think y'all would find him to be absolutely hilarious. But he says when we look at each other, we don't think of consequences in the sense of saying like we will do whatever to each other.
Right.
Whereas it's almost like when you see the other people, most of the times you say, man, I ain't doing nothing because they put me under the jail. But when it comes to looking at each other, we don't think of consequences. We don't see each other as
like a black man more likely to rob another black man versus robbing a white man.
Exactly, yeah. So
yeah,
I think that's essentially the issue that I like with the BET Awards. I think we've been so conditioned to value.
it's a learned behavior.
Yeah, it completely is. You absolutely right. It's definitely a learned behavior.
Learned behavior.
Since I guess what you want to say, what's the Emancipation Proclamation? We have been trying to show them
That we're better.
Right.
But
or that we can at least be on their level.
yeah, but you know what? But yet and still they mimic us in every form, shape, or fashion.
Yeah, exactly.
And it has to be an us thing. It take for us to say, yeah, I'm that, I'm dope, I'm this,
Yeah.
I'm that, and
I think the
this
same
is
thing.
who I am.
And I hate to say this, but I think the same thing that happened to jazz is gonna happen to rap.
It's gonna die out.
No, they're gonna
Or
take it. They're gonna take it.
Bullshit.
Shit.
We done crossed over in the country. We with y'all. What's up?
So what they do is take it as a segue to gain fame. Like what's the guy, the white with all the tattoos on his face? He came out.
Oh, Post Malone. Post Malone,
And
yeah.
now he's a whole
Country singer.
pop star, country
Yeah.
singer. He used rap as a gateway.
Yeah, and that's something.
But that's why I'm saying I think because for most black people, right, they don't know that a lot of the music that's out here we created.
they
Like
don't.
I felt weird liking rock music.
Because culturally, it was said that was a white person thing,
Right.
And it's really
but when
not.
you look at the you look at the history, We created it.
Right. It stemmed from rhythm.
When it comes to jazz, same thing. I thought it was like, yo, why I like this? But it's like, bro, you know we
Yeah, so
We did that.
so if I love music, right, I guess that's one of the reasons why, and it's deep rooted that I didn't know that. That's why I love music, because granted, anything with a nice, smooth or rowdy beat to it, we'd be like,
yeah.
this is it. You know what I'm saying? Whole time we may have created those melodic sounds and so on and so forth. We just don't know because we don't do our homework.
Did you know that? I don't know if it was Beethoven. Who was the other one? Beethoven or
Mozart?
Mozart. Can't remember which one. Don't quote me. Please don't kill me in the comments for this. One of them is black. I just can't remember which one.
So that is a myth.
I don't think it is.
It is a myth that Beethoven is black.
Nah, I think Beethoven was black, bro.
Why is it a myth?
Right.
Nah, they told us he was white. I think he was black, bro.
Like, what if he was black?
I'm just saying the way he hitting them
But
keys.
you automatically said it's a myth.
I'm saying, meaning that, okay, nobody knows if it's true or false.
I mean, I think it's one of those things that's hard to prove, but
You might have been one of those passing blacks, like the Creoles.
I think he was black.
We gonna claim him because that'd be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might not have been dark as me.
Yeah.
But you
Man,
know,
that shit he was
might have
making,
been-
that shit.
Yeah.
He was,
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, he might.
You're a black man.
Yeah.
that's a black man.
Yeah, black man do stuff like that. Ain't no white man got no rhythm like
And
that.
then he playing in them low keys too. Yeah, that's a black man.
Like, yeah, he might have been. We claiming him.
I like that.
He invited to the cookout.
Beethoven is black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beethoven,
we running with that.
Beethoven is black.
Let's run with
Beethoven is black. Who we got next?
Okay, y'all want to get into the Not Like Us video?
Sure.
Particularly the scene where he's hopscotching.
That shit was ill.
That was tough.
To say the A minor part and then hopscotching because you're associating kids with hopscotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, his subliminals are by far the best. Somebody tell me something new about that song and what he really meant.
Oh yeah, like I told you, so
Boom.
the wop wop wop
Yeah.
I heard could potentially be a phrase that is derogatory to illegal immigrants. That means without papers.
Oh.
So I said that actually makes a lot of sense.
And if that's what it means, that's fire. And if that's not what it means, I still like that part of the
Why
song.
did he mess with? Why did he mess with that man?
Yeah, yo, see, he should have did his homework on who you was dealing with.
I think once you get to a certain level and you feel I mean, you gotta think though through Drake's history of his altercations, he's always won except for Pusha T.
Yeah,
Pusha T is the only one, but we don't know because he never released a song. Remember, he said he didn't want to release the song.
That's not one person he needs to play with, and they coming out with an album too.
The clips, yeah. But I think anybody who remember Tyson lost his. Remember when he lost against Buster
Douglas? Yes.
When I watched him talk about that fight, he said, "Man, I didn't prepare for that fight. I went into that fight thinking that I was just going to whip his ass." You get what I'm saying?
And that's what Drake did. So Drake is Tyson in the sense you thinking you the shit and you on top and you can't be touched and somebody was timing up for that ass.
Right.
Pause.
Right. And I think Drake's mistake was honestly trying to make it like a high. Like somebody said, like the beef almost felt like a high school. Like his songs almost felt like a nigga who did like high school research.
Yeah, you ain't do your homework on
Yeah.
that, man. And you was still trying to make songs that they could play in the club instead of getting to that real rap music.
Yeah.
That's your fault, dummy.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah.
You did that.
I think Drake definitely miscalculated. Another thing I noticed within the video was him at the end with the bird. So I seen somebody say like, "Yo, this is ill because only thing a caged bird is going to do is sing."
Ooh.
So I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, yeah,
Yes. But also I like how initially he had the bird out of the cage and put him back in the cage.
Yeah, so that shows
and
control.
put you right back in your place.
To me, that shows control. But then I seen somebody else say the bird doesn't even begin to understand that he's in the cage. So remember the
Thought provoking.
Yeah.
Thought provoking.
So it's like it was a lot of symbol. I mean, you got what, D Rosen?
Yeah, he was in the video. He from Cali.
Hold on, let me say this sidebar, and I hate to see this on social media. Y'all gotta understand, just because if someone was cool in the beginning of a situation, it doesn't mean that it has to always stay that way. A lot of the things that people were bringing up, or at least the Drake fans were bringing up, was the fact that Drake helped Kendrick. Not even help. I'm not gonna say that because Kendrick was always gonna be who Kendrick was.
He did some songs with him.
No. Remember he brought him on tour with him.
Right.
So they were saying that like, oh, your loyalty should be to Drake. Da, da, da. And I'm like, bro, it's
Fuck
nothing.
out of here. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I'm like, bro, it's nothing to in the beginning be thankful for someone.
Yeah, but I
then
don't owe you
they-
my life.
Right, but then to see that bullshit and be like, oh, nah, you really a fuck nigga. Like,
Yeah, like
But what's even more funny is on the interlude that Kendrick did on the Marvin's Room. He did it.
Which is my favorite song.
Low key dissing Drake.
He was.
Song.
he was.
yo, it was a couple of songs, and they don't have them. They don't have them on like Apple Music or whatever. You got to go on YouTube and hear them. And Kendrick been talking greasy about him because he saw his ways from the beginning. So like, all right, I thank you for putting me. Well, helping me further the position that I was already gonna be in.
Yeah.
You just helped me get there faster.
First,
Fuck,
yeah, that's
nigga,
all
I
it
don't owe you
was.
nothing.
Yeah, that's all it was. Like,
Thank you. And now everything I've been doing it on my own. So
but my point is, we're human beings, and with being human, there's a lot of complexities. We're gonna go through a lot of bullshit with being humans, and we're also allowed to have feelings change. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people in your life you thought was solid ass people that you found out was fuck niggas, and then you like, well, I ain't fucking with y'all no more.
yeah, I know a couple.
Right, but
I
then
know a couple.
niggas be like, oh, well, he did this for you,
And vice versa. That somebody might consider me that. And
Yeah, of course.
and
Yeah,
fuck you too.
I always hate this theory of that. I used to hate the idea of people always being like, yo, I'm solid, I'm 100. No, you a villain in somebody's story.
Yeah, you're not 100 all the
Yeah.
way around the board. Everybody don't love you, bro. I promise you they don't. And if that's what you think, then you are fucking delusional.
Exactly.
And that's your fault. for
It's like, and
thinking
then it's
that.
like, yo, you do fuck shit to certain people.
Yeah, like I hate like niggas throw the word "that's my man" around so loosely. Everybody is not your fucking man, my nigga.
Not at all.
They not. Like, what are you talking about? You
They
being
not.
weird.
Associates.
Yeah.
But okay, so what do y'all guys think about Tommy the Clown and his dance posse in the video? Like, do y'all think that symbolized anything?
Yeah, because
I
remember,
think he's overweight.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure, guys, we're on the East Coast. Apparently, that guy's
Yeah, nah, he popping
Yeah,
over there.
yeah. I mean, I knew about him back when
Like crumping was
the thing.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
All of that shit. Yeah, he was
but
popping.
there was a part where, remember when Kendrick talked about
He started the video, right?
No, he did start the video, but my question was really pertaining to when he was doing the when Kendrick was like, you know, you went to Atlanta. Remember they was doing like the
to get your link.
to get your link. Remember they was doing all the, and I thought that was kind of dope because I'm like, oh, they're kind of trying to bring life to that lyric, in the sense of like doing certain dance moves and whatnot. I mean, I'm like I said, I kind of dissected the situation a lot. So in that part, I'm like, oh, okay, you speaking to what you're saying about him being a colonizer in a sense. 'Cause
Right.
remember they threw the money in the air.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right,
and they
right.
did all the little dance moves. So I just thought that was kind of dope. I also thought that
That's a gospel diss track. You know they do the interpretive dancing. That's interpretive dance.
There it
I also
is.
thought the what's them shits called that they was dancing in front of the
Oh, the cargo container.
Yeah, so
Big
you
cargo
know, that's
containers. Like shipping containers. How you bring people over and
Exactly,
everything like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And what's my man name that was in the video? I like Shorty, the little dancing little dude.
I don't know his name.
Kid, him.
Yeah, he had a viral video. I think a viral video.
Yeah, when he was dancing to OG Bobby Johnson.
Yeah,
joint.
yeah,
when he was a
yeah,
kid. I
yeah,
seen him
yeah.
in there. I was like, oh, that's fire too. Like, yo, you, and that's what makes this song. This song is gonna be kind of timeless, bro, because it's so thought provoking, and he really, I don't know if he locked himself in a dark closet and put all his thoughts together,
I think the song
bro.
was just a genuine thing. Like, bro, I remember I put out a video, and this is like one of my most viewed videos on YouTube, which was actually a short minute video. It was talking about Whitney, and somebody said, "Well, how is Kendrick Lamar going to question Drake about his sincerity of culture when Whitney is a mixed person?" So I'm like, well, Whitney's from Compton. She literally grew up in Compton.
Right.
Culture race and culture are completely two separate things.
Right.
If you take a white boy and put him in South Baltimore, 9 times out of 10, he's going to be a product of South Baltimore.
Yeah, I got one that I cut.
Right.
My man Dan. Shout out to my man Dan.
Right. Shout out to Skittles. Skittles say, I mean, I don't know if Skittles grew up there, but Skittles,
He knows
you
he
would think
white.
he was black.
You know he white, but he knows he white. But when you talk to him, like on the phone or you see him, you be like, this is a nigga.
Yeah.
This is a
So,
nigga.
and if you take a black person and put him in an area where it's predominantly white and he has all the opportunities in the world to be whatever he be,
Carlton Banks.
Carlton Banks. He's going to be a Carlton Banks.
You feel me?
So, in my mind, I'm thinking like, when that question came up, when the person kind of tried to make the, I guess you would say, try to imply that she wasn't culture. I'm like, yo, she grew up in Compton.
Hey, how much more culture do you need to be?
Right, and I said y'all kind of misinterpreting what he's saying when he tell Drake that he can't say the word nigga or that he's not a part of culture. It's like, Drake, you grew up here. This is where you grew up.
Yeah, it's Canada.
Exactly, and I'm not saying Canada don't have its ghettos or
Yeah, we're not
but
saying
your
that
ghetto is completely different
from anybody else.
from my ghetto. Like, bro, I promise you, most black people who grew up in the ghetto, have you ever had to lay on the floor because niggas is outside wilding?
Yeah.
And you don't
Been
want to
there.
catch a stray?
I've been there.
Y'all don't deal with that in Canada.
No, it's not going down.
Have you ever had to rethink your direction home because you don't want to run into a certain
absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. Listen, that shit is like, yo, and if people downplay it and or scrutinize whatever the word you want to use, shit about the hood, yo, that shit teach you how to survive. Though I bet you that.
Yeah.
My survival tactics are way better than somebody that grew up in, and I'm not knocking those who grew up in a, and I still had a 2-parent household, but the hood taught me way more shit than I would have learned in, I don't know, Aberdeen or something like that. You know
This is what I think the difference is. I think when you grow up in a privileged environment, it kind of teaches you how to
stay privileged.
Not even just stay privileged, but it teaches you how to kind of navigate within that
realm
space
of being privileged.
Yeah, okay, I got you. But when you grow up, I know what I was gonna say. When you grow up privileged, you never think of you having a down. Like, you never think of the down.
Yeah, down doesn't occur to you.
Exactly, down is not, because like down for a privileged person, and I'm not saying they don't have down periods, but it's like completely different.
Yeah, than what my down is.
Yeah, my down is complete. Like, my down is literally like, all right, I gotta eat ramen noodles for the next 3 months because I got a stack.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Your down is like, oh, you just can't go to the Hamptons this weekend.
Yeah, right.
Like,
that's a different type of down.
Yeah, that's a different type. You really not as fucked up as you think you are.
Yeah.
But for us, it's like, nah, nigga, we fucked up.
Yeah, nigga, I'm down bad.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I got negative $32 in my account because I done overdrafted this bitch. I'm down.
Life is life, and the difference is too, if you was to experience that again, you're gonna handle it better than somebody who,
Yeah, I know how to get up out of it because I've been through it already.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh shit, I've been through this. Hold on, let's do
prime
this.
example, and this, I like history. I'm a big history person.
Okay.
So the Great Depression, there was a bunch of suicides throughout that because you had privileged people who had never experienced being this low on the totem pole. So now you killing yourself because
you can't hack it.
You can't maintain. You can't live or be here anymore. Whereas though for us, we've had that roller coaster where 1 minute we here, next minute we here. 1 minute we here. But I guess the difference is we understand that every part of it has its place.
Yeah.
There's going to be a time where you here, and there's just going to be, at some point you're going to be back.
Yeah, and you appreciate those lows when you do get to the high point, and when you get back to the lows, you know where you fucked up or when you was up there. Okay, you know what? I forgot where I came from, and I done overstepped this, and I done did too much of that, and let me humble myself.
And two, your 5 minutes, and two, your low is going to be completely different because you're gonna learn from the previous low. So now you're not going as low.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hit that flow, but I'm gonna be if my original low was here, I'm gonna be like right here with my low. Cause I'm like, oh shit, I know what the fuck is down there.
Yeah.
I don't want that again, nigga. I was sleeping in my car.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So I think that was like the difference in what Kendrick was trying to say. Is just like, bro, you not us. You not us. Niggas from the East Coast can identify with certain things of the West Coast because we like I asked you earlier, what's in that tin can? No cookies. We know there's no cookies in that tin.
Cookie in there. It's sewing needles. It's all types of pens. Definitely ain't no cookie in there. You know that little blue tin lid. They look crazy. Them cookies good as shit too.
They do be hitting. Them cookies do be hitting.
Like what year did you have the cookies? And did I have one? Them cookies good as
or like what you said earlier, yo, close my door. You letting the air out.
Yeah.
We all experienced that shit.
Goddamn right. I never thought I'd see myself saying that as an adult. I'm like, you keep running in and out, you gonna stay in the house. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
Underneath my breath because she'd kill me. But nonetheless.
What we got next, Leah?
We have a break.
All right, yeah, we got 5 minutes and then we're gonna come back.
We ain't work on my love, it's me as well, it's not only you. Roadblocks setting back the mission, happen to me, it's not only you. Miss me with the pity party invite, got 1,000 other things to do.